So as you may know, the Golden Globes just happened, but since I couldn't make a reaction video right away, here are 5 winners and 5 losers. Starting off with the 5th loser, we have me. I had to sit through the 3 hours this show was, with that terrible Jo Koy monologue and just every single time he was on screen after that, as well as just the really bad sound mixing throughout the show, a lot of the bad celebrity jokes here. I mean, most of the show was bad and painful, and there were also a lot of commercials. Obviously, I don't just mean me, I mean pretty much everyone else who sat through these awards. Rather than sitting through these awards, you could have been watching Killers of the Flower Moon, and that would have been a much better way to spend your time if you have not already seen that movie. And if you have not seen that movie and instead watched the Golden Globes, you are a loser here.
My color.
At 5, we have The Holdovers, which could have been a lot higher if it did win Best Comedy Musical, but it didn't. However, Paul Giamatti did win for Best Comedy Actor over Jeffrey Wright, which I find pretty impressive just because I personally thought Jeffrey Wright had a lot of momentum going for him and really had a shot to win the award, especially after American Fiction outperformed The Holdovers at TIFF itself. Also, Da'Vine Joy Randolph, even though it was pretty much a given that she would win, and it's pretty much a given that she's going to win all the Supporting Actress awards, still just good to see that even in the Golden Globes, which heavily favored Oppenheimer, she still wins over Emily Blunt, and that was one of Oppenheimer's 2 losses today.
That's glaringly apparent.
At 4, as a loser, we have Past Lives. Now, Past Lives I did not see as a favorite to win pretty much any category aside from non-English language, which it's just shocking that it even got nominated for that category when it is an American film, but you would expect an American film to win in what is a non-American category. And somehow it sneaks in. But no, even then, it still lost to Anatomy of a Fall, so that is why it's a bit of a loser to me. Winner number 4 is The Boy and the Heron, just because not only was it the first ever Studio Ghibli movie to be nominated for the animated awards at the Golden Globes, but it also won the award over Across the Spider-Verse. You know, what in my opinion is the best film, just animation-wise, ever made. That is a huge, huge win for The Boy and the Heron and could possibly propel it to winning the Oscar, an Oscar that it definitely would deserve.
I'll be your guide.
Number 3 loser is Across the Spider-Verse. I remember back in June, this movie came out and a lot of people were saying, yeah, this is a lock to win Best Animated Feature, while I was kind of on the fence, even after watching this film the first time. But then I watched it 2 more times and I agreed that it was a lock. I was wrong. It just lost to Boy and the Heron for the category that it was supposed to be a lock for. So yeah, I mean, what gives, kind of, but also they're both really deserving films. So at the end of the day, you can't really go wrong with either. Our number 3 winner is Poor Things, coming out of Venice and Telluride in the New York Film Festival. I think a lot of people were saying to look out for Poor Things to be the type of film to upset Oppenheimer at the Oscars. But as we got closer to awards like the Golden Globes, we began to forget about Poor Things and really just to hone in on films like Oppenheimer and then Barbie because it got so many nominations. But yeah, Poor Things came into the Golden Globes and reminded us that it is a contender, winning Best Musical Comedy over The Holdovers and American Fiction, as well as getting Emma Stone the Best Comedy Actress win over Margot Robbie. So bravo to Poor Things.
Oh.
Our number 2 loser is Maestro, and although Maestro wasn't necessarily a favorite to win anything here, aside from maybe Bradley Cooper winning Best Drama Actor, I think that Netflix and everybody just a part of Maestro expected that it would probably win something at these awards. So for Maestro to come away completely empty-handed, to me, just seems like a big loss for the film, and also a big loss for Netflix, which typically has at least one really competitive film every year. And it looks like this year, they don't have that. Number 2 winner is Anatomy of a Fall. 2 upset victories here, winning screenplay over pretty much everyone, and then winning Best Non-English Language Film over Past Lives. 2 huge wins for Anatomy of a Fall that could propel it to have some momentum to do some damage at the Oscars, which would be incredible. And I can't wait to possibly see that, especially now that Barbie has moved out of original screenplay into adapted screenplay. Original's looking a little more open now, with Holdovers, Anatomy of a Fall, and Oppenheimer, I think, being the top competitors. So yeah, who knows what could happen. And then again, big win over Past Lives and Zone of Interest in non-English language. I just think that it wasn't nearly as surprising because we saw its screenplay upset win first.
I'm not a monster.
But now for our number 1 loser and winner, I will do them together because it is Barbenheimer. On the Barbie side of things, you had it breaking the record for nominations at the Golden Globes. And I think a lot of people, because of that, anticipated Barbie to dominate alongside Oppenheimer. But instead what we saw was Barbie be nominated for everything and be mentioned, but then barely win anything aside from original song and then the box office award. On the other hand, Oppenheimer got nominated for a lot and then only lost 2 of the awards that it was nominated for. So one fantastic performance and one disappointing performance, and it's Barbenheimer that is actually both of them, which I think is kind of cool, but also kind of sad for Barbie. I think it deserved to get more recognition at these awards, and I'm a little disappointed that it did not do so. With that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below of what you thought of these Golden Globes. Did you like the award show itself? Did you like the awards? Just let me know all of your thoughts. Did you agree with my opinions? Are there any winners or losers that I did not point out in this video that you want pointed out in the comments down below? Please let me know. I try to respond to all of my comments on every video I make. And while you're down there, please feel free to like and subscribe. This is a really small channel that I am so passionate about, and I would love to have your support. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.